All right, this is the start of my video for speech, and here are two of my digital audience members. I've got one more audience member over here. There's her hand. My name is Maggie Lindeman, and this is my informational speech on declawing for my Lincoln University speech class. What would be your response if someone told you that they were having a child's fingernails removed because they couldn't stop scratching their siblings? Even if it was done by a reputable doctor with no pain, you'd still have a bunch of questions. Well, cat declawing has been going on for decades and has gone relatively unquestioned by owners and vets until very recently. It's a very permanent and serious procedure. So today, I'm going to give you a little more information on declawing. Declawing is seen by a lot of people as a permanent solution to their cat's behavioral issues and scratching. They think that it's completely safe and that there's no chance that it can cause pain in the future. The truth is that it's a fairly major procedure and it can have lifelong consequences for your family pet. So today we're going to talk about what declawing is and then preview a short history. We'll talk about what vets think about declawing and what studies say about pain and declawing. And then we'll talk about the alternatives that vets recommend for declawing. Declawing, also known as an onychectomy, is the surgical removal of the P3 phalanx, or the first knuckle and claw, of a cat. This prevents them from being able to scratch. There are 3 different methods that are commonly used by vets to do this: the scalpel method, the guillotine-style trimmer method, and the laser removal method. The procedure was brought into the veterinary world in 1952 by a Chicago veterinarian, and it went unstudied for about 20 years. In the 1970s, they did some studies on the procedure and found that it had no long-term side effects or cause any pain for cats. But in recent studies and surveys, it's been proven wrong. So, what do vets now think about declawing? In a survey done by the Canadian Veterinary Journal, they surveyed vets in Ontario, Canada. 43% of vets in Ontario, Canada said that they support restrictive legislation on declawing, and most of them said they perform the procedure less than monthly. Those vets also said, whether they perform the procedure or not, that they agree it causes a considerable amount of pain. So you might wonder why they do the procedure in the first place. Well, 85% of the vets asked that do declawing procedures said they think it's a preferred alternative to rehoming or possible euthanization by the family. So, what does the data say about the pain those cats might go through after that? A study on declawed cats done by the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery examined 274 shelter cats. Half of those cats were declawed and half were not. In the half of declawed cats, 63% had residual P3 fragments found in their paws, which caused pain and behavioral issues. Regardless of P3 fragments, other declawed cats they studied were prone to back and skeletal pain chronically. So the data says that declawing can definitely cause pain in cats, and vets recognize that, and they often offer alternatives first. Out of the surveyed vets in Ontario, 90% of the time or more, they offered or recommended scratchers, claw caps, and nail clipping as a pain-free alternative to cat declawing. Cat scratching posts and boards are easily accessible in grocery stores and pet stores at a variety of prices and sizes that can be stored in your home, and are possibly the most affordable and most accessible way to prevent needing to declaw your cat or your cat destroying your furniture. Regular nail trims are also another great option that can seem a little scary, but your vet will be more than happy to provide a demonstration on how to cut your cat's nails, and you can cut your cat's nails with a human pair of nail clippers if needed. Claw caps are soft plastic caps that can go over your cat's paw and can be glued in place that keep the sharp point from damaging any of your things, your children, or your other pets. They can be applied by you or a groomer. Some less recommended options by vets include deterrent sprays, materials like foil, prescription medication, and training. So, Now that we know that declawing is more than just a simple procedure and that there are a lot more elements to it than just getting the procedure done. Understanding this surgery is much more than just understanding what a cat goes through on the table. So, now you know that cat declawing is the amputation of the first knuckle. It's used as a way to solve behavioral issues related to scratching. And vets will perform the surgery, but they recommend other options first. Declawing may lead to long-term pain and behavioral issues, so your vet will recommend scratching post, nail trims, and nail caps to you beforehand. And remember, many people see this as an extremely ethical and painless way to permanently solve a problem they have with their pet. Not as many people as you think are educated on the issues of this topic as many people would like. So knowledge about declawing is important because your knowledge that you've gained today could help change a cat's life in the future. Now that my speech is over, I show you my mom is sitting here. Didn't get to show you her in the beginning. Thank you.